Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly show where we won't ask you, how's your bracket? This is episode 255. My name is Matt. With me is Neil. How's it going, Neil?
Hi, Matador. How are you?
I'm good. How's your bracket?
My bracket's good. Solid. Right now, it's in great shape.
Zero misses.
Good. I feel good about it.
Before we get underway, I always forget to do this, but if you want to tweet at us, you can tweet at us at ReasonsAre, and Neil is at AngelsFreak7.
What if you don't want to tweet at us? You can email us.
You can at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com.
What if you don't want to email us? You can hit us up on our IG.
Yeah, I think it's just at Reasons Are Several. I don't even know what it is. It's something. Or
Search.
you can just go piss up a rope for all we care. No, I'm just kidding.
Piss up a rope. Wow.
I love that expression. So it is that time of year again for the tournament, for the NCAA basketball tournament. It's always exciting and fun. I have mixed emotions. I think I've talked about this before because you get the excitement of all the games and it's really fun to watch. But then
You sound excited about all the games.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Then you always get like, fucking Roger in accounting who's like, dude, I told you Murray State was going to upset Marquette. I'm like, okay, guy.
Yeah, whatever, buddy. You called it, man.
Yep.
You had it.
Name the first name of any player on Murray State. Go. Nope. Yeah. Okay.
I will go with Bob St. Anderson.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just love it because anybody who claims they're an expert on any of this shit they're full of it.
Usually.
Yeah. But, and don't worry because our beloved Ducks won the Pac-12 tournament championship, so they got in, thank God.
Quack, quack.
So they play on Friday, in fact, they play Friday in San Jose. Get over there, man.
What? I'm there. I already have tickets.
Go. You should. I think it's at 1:30 on Friday. Perfect time for you. Anyway, there is a bracket challenge that we have done in the past, and also Carl from the Fourth Line Podcast has done, and we're going to, hitch our wagon? What was
Oh, yeah. We're going to hitch our wagons together.
Hitch our wagons together. And join up with him on his because it's just too hard to organize and I'm lazy. But go check out the Fourth Line Podcast group. I believe the number is 669984 if you're looking for a number.
Oh, nice.
Or you just search for
8675309.
That's Tommy Two Tone's group. We don't want to join his group.
I just signed up for, as we were talking, getting ready for the Fourth Line Podcast Bracket Challenge.
There you go. I don't know what the stakes are. It might just be pride, but get after it.
Might be a big fat steak.
Who knows?
You never know.
I wanted to follow up on the karaoke conversation we had last week.
Oh, boy. Come on.
Because, we don't talk about that enough.
No.
So on Friday, just as a side note.
Did you go singing?
No, I didn't go singing again.
Oh.
But on Friday, I was going to pick up the ding-dongs from school.
Mm-hmm.
I flipped the radio station.
Oh, no.
And sure enough, Highway Run comes on.
Did you freaking belt it out?
I started to record it like just a video of like just the display showing the station and the song and sang on a couple parts, and I was going to send it to you. I did it twice.
Nice.
And then I listened back after I did it. I was like, no, that sounds awful.
Yeah. You got a little stage fright, huh?
That or just maybe I think the alcohol certainly makes me sound better.
Ask alcohol, showers, whatever.
Alcohol's, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It's a good thing. It's your singing friend.
That should be the advertisement, just the generic alcohol advertisement. Alcohol, it's a good thing.
Brought to you by the alcohol board. Alcohol. It's a good thing. Not feeling great? Grab a drink. It's a good thing.
On the brink, have a drink. There you go. Oh, that's the way. That's getting too dark. So Brian in Scotland sent a tweet at us because he's on Twitter and they send tweets at people.
That's pretty cool.
How does it work? I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. But anyway, I received it.
Do you have to pick a tweet to send or can you write your own?
I don't know. I don't know.
Bizarre. Bizarre. It's weird.
But he tweeted at us this video clip of a show in Japan, which I believe the name of the show is called Sing What Happens.
Fair enough.
And it might be an old show. It might not be on anymore, but because I think this clip was a couple years old. But he sent the clip. I sent it to you. And in the clip is a man trying to sing a song, doing a karaoke song. Mm-hmm. And while he is doing that,
with people up on a stage with people watching, he's not by himself.
No. He's people are
like
watching.
Studio audience.
There's a little picture. Yeah, there's a studio audience. There's a little picture showing like the people who are the hosts of the show just laughing their asses off at this.
Right.
And this guy is trying to sing the song, while a woman is jerking him off.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that how all karaoke is done? This is why I was so like, wow, I'm surprised your wife is cool with you. Like, she goes up there with you for karaoke.
I'm going to the wrong places, I guess.
Whatever, yeah.
No, and I guess the nature of the game is you need to get through the song before you blow.
You have to finish before you finish.
Exactly. And I guess I found out, by the way, if you win, you get like sex toys and pleasure gels and stuff.
Oh, is that it?
Well, you also got to come.
Well, that's true. You got jacked off right. While you were singing.
The look on the woman's face who is doing the work is hilarious. She is just having a ball.
She's having a ball, and she seems like she's like so enamored and endeared by this individual. She's looking at him like, oh my God, you are so adorable, while she's just jacking away.
Vigorously.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, because she doesn't change positions at all. I'm like, her arm has got to be getting tired.
Oh, yeah, I would think so.
Because I don't want to jack it that long.
No.
I mean,
no, that's too long. Well, the goal of the jacking is to blow. So
right. Yeah. It was funny because you sent me the link and I clicked on it, and so it took me to the first thing that pops up is the person's profile who posted the thing, and the banner behind, on the Twitter, how that has a little banner. It's the Top Gun logo, but it says Top Cunt.
Oh, I didn't notice
so
that.
That's all that loads up, and the video didn't load forever. I guess a lot of people were watching the video, and I was like, "Is this what he wanted to show? This is kind of weird." And it's like, and I look, and it's like this lady, like from, I think she's from Ireland, and it's like, "Love my kids, I'm funny, haha," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, Matt, this is great."
Top
and then I'm like, I look and it says, well, no, it says it's a video link, so I'm waiting for something. And then it started playing, and I'm like, oh, now I don't know what's worse.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
But it was
like
hilarious. That. I'm like, I thought at first this was going to be like a Top Gun
spoof,
something like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, that doesn't say gun at all.
Well, it's funny because when I saw the clip, I thought, I wonder if there's more information, because I'm a researcher.
You are finance guy.
I wonder if there's more information about the show. When I looked it up, there was a link to another contest or game show of some sort that was worse. It was two women went out on the streets and each found like a willing guy. They came back and they were in a competition to get one of the guys off faster. And whoever got the guy to shoot quicker won. And that's bad enough.
Oh yeah.
But the setup is even worse, because what happens is the two guys are like almost looking at each other.
Oh God.
And the two girls are back to back going to town. I mean, it is.
Oh my gosh.
It is horrible. And they have like a box of tissues next to them. And it's awful.
Well, I did want to say, I don't know if we mentioned that when the guy's on stage with this karaoke thing, there's like a curtain or a barrier, like just from just above his waist down to what, about his
mid-thigh.
Ankles? Yeah, or okay.
Maybe his knees.
Yeah, maybe his knees. And so you don't actually see him.
You see his ass.
But then when he blows at the end, they pan down to show it. I'm like,
but it's all kind of blurry.
It's all blurry.
Really...
Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, the things you can get away with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, go check that out. Top at Top Cunt. No, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what her name was. That's too funny. I should check, because that was hilarious. It came up and I'm like, I don't know why Matt wants me to see this. I mean,
you're like, is this one of those where did Matt's account get hacked?
Yeah.
Am I being sent somewhere I shouldn't be going? Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, it says Twitter veteran for my sins, decent cunt, loves my kids.
Wow.
Animals and a laugh, of course, like a curse like a sailor. Yeah, and it's this chickie, and I was like, what is going on here?
That's a lot of information to throw together.
Well, that's on her yeah. That's
I know. Her little profile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
All right.
Enjoy that. Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Last week, speaking of karaoke, last week we went to Suki's, the karaoke bar for the Yelp desk. Where are we going this week?
Yelp desk.
So, Matador, some people may have heard our 5-year, the Dark Angel and Pretty Freaks 5-year anniversary show, in which we were talking that we are thinking about painting the house, and we are getting some paint. And, spring is here, so we're also doing a little bit of yard work just to kind of spruce things up, as I like to say.
Sure.
Some of the kids are saying that also.
Yeah, you're a lawn guy.
I'm a lawn guy. So I thought, I would pull up a Yelp review of our local Home Depot.
Oh, okay. Because you've already gone there to look at the paint, or you have not
Yes.
yet?
Yeah. No, we even got samples and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We've got paint on the walls outside, man. You don't even know.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing that thing. Which one do you like kind of deal? Yeah.
Right. Just to be sure.
Sure.
Because I'm not going through it again. You know what I'm saying?
I've never done exterior painting, only interior. So I know it's a whole different game there.
Well, with a house the size of yours, I mean, Jesus, what are you going to do? There's no ladder that goes up 6 stories.
Trust me, I would not.
Truck?
With the height that our top floor has, because there's a big drop off behind us, I will not be touching that when it comes time to paint our house. No fucking way.
No. And having your house painted is not cheap.
No.
Certainly
not.
So, all right. So this one's a little bit long.
Okay.
So we'll play like okay stop if you want to
okay.
chime in. But it is kind of funny. Some of it I might skip or just kind of blah blah through because, whatever.
Sure.
But, okay.
You can trim it. I typically, when I read any story or review, I cut out the garbage.
Right. It's funny because some of the random minutia in this kind of makes the whole thing just kind of hilarious to me. So
okay.
We'll see how it goes. We can always stop and, we can cry foul if you want.
Sure.
This comes from Natalie B. here in lovely Napa, California.
Mm-hmm.
I've written almost 0 reviews on Yelp, but the poor customer service of this establishment warrants one. I'll start with today.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's how it starts. We're going to be here for a while. I purchased a Black & Decker drill months ago, so I don't understand how she goes. I'll start with
We're at today, yeah.
I purchased a Black & Decker drill months ago. No longer have the box receipts because at first it seemed to be functioning properly. It is a rechargeable lithium battery that isn't easily replaceable. Today, I went to HD, Home Depot, in Napa to return this drill, hoping they would do the right thing and let me exchange it or get one of equal or lesser value. Or upgrade and pay the difference.
Sure.
Yeah.
Lots of options I'm offering here to Home Depot.
That's right.
Pick one.
It seemed they were just, oh my God. It seemed they were just set, to do this for me. When they scanned my ID, the return was denied. It was implied that I've made too many returns without a receipt. However, I've maybe done this once in the decade plus that I've shopped at Home Depot.
They keep very tight records.
That's right. And any of the other few times I've made returns, I've always provided a receipt. I am aware that many people swipe items and return them without a receipt in hopes of taking advantage of store credit. And I felt as if they were all of a sudden looking at me as if I were up to a scam. And they told me my identification indicates that I cannot make the return.
Yeah, her identification.
Yeah, because they swipe your license now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Huh.
They told me I could call the number on the denial receipt, so I did. And they told me that Home Depot is getting stricter on the return policies and that I was randomly subjected to a no receipt policy enforcement. I asked them if this was influenced by my identity, and they reported no.
What's her identity?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
The deal is I was sold a piece of crap that took a while to reveal that it was faulty, and when I want them to make it right, I don't know, and when I want them to make it right, I don't get it. I don't hoard receipts for small ticket items, $37.71, but I do expect a big box store to take care of their loyal customers and not sell me shit they can't back up or replace. Oh my
By
God.
the way, why can't they just look up the receipt, the transaction somehow based on her account? You know what I mean?
Well, so I guess if you didn't give your license when you bought it.
But they can't look up by the credit card number?
She didn't have anything, she said. I don't think she remembered.
Maybe she paid cash.
Maybe. I'll end with an experience a few weeks ago.
The timeline is very confusing here.
Started with today, talked about last month. Now we're going to go to a few weeks ago. I was in the plumbing aisle looking for copper fittings, totally confused and searching for at least 10 minutes with 2 associates standing in the empty aisle with me. Instead of approaching me and asking if they could help me find what I was looking for, they told me I had to leave the aisle so they could bring a
What?
They told me I had to leave the aisle so they could bring a forklift in.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
I asked how long they would be, and they said 10 minutes at least. The operator of the forklift seemed not to know what he was doing.
Now she's judging the forklift operator.
And the thing got stuck, and they had to wait for backup, which never came. This is all happening at the opposite end of the long-ass plumbing aisle. from where I was hunting fittings. After I stood there in awe of their incompetency, they gave up their mission and let me back in. I asked them for help, and they replied they didn't know about copper plumbing. They did not offer to call another associate for me, merely said, sorry, and walked away. Hold on.
Maybe she'll go away.
Yeah. I should be supporting local small businesses anyway, where I can get real customer service. This is more than disappointing, as I've remodeled a 3-bedroom home from material within their stores. Not to mention my parents and I built our home from their materials. Not to mention endless projects that require me to be in the store no less than once or twice every week. Unbelievable.
I don't think she understands what not to mention.
No, unbelievable. All over a POS $37.71 Black & Decker drill that I absolutely don't recommend you buy.
So we circle all the way back.
Yeah, very disappointing. It's amazing to me that the reviewer below me had the same situation as me, yet an infinitely better experience of an associate taking the initiative to make it right. I must not look right or pretty enough or something.
Okay,
maybe because
Hold it. Is there a character limit on your Yelp review? Because this thing is long.
Oh my God, it's so long.
Go ahead.
I must not look right or pretty enough or something. Maybe because my Hispanic last name was randomly subjected to their new policy.
Discrimination.
That was it. She went off. I kept reading it and I was like, this is hilarious.
That there is so much in there, it's impossible to get through. I assume the Home Depot did not respond.
No, not at all. What's funny is she kind of says in there, she almost makes it sound like she hardly goes to Home Depot, and then at the end she goes, she's there all the time. So I'm thinking, if you're there all the time and you remodeled homes, they would probably have they probably know you a little bit.
You would think so,
better
for sure. Especially since isn't there only the one Home Depot in Napa, or two?
I think there might only be the one.
Yeah. So I mean, they've seen you in there. If you're in there all the time,
yeah.
And at this point, I mean, I understand she's frustrated.
Sure.
But maybe we should just go ahead and keep those receipts. If you're in there all the time, she should have a business account at this point.
Yeah, and it's interesting to me too that if you do that much remodeling and you don't know about copper pipe fittings, which is totally fine. Maybe you didn't do plumbing before, but I don't know. There's just something about it that made me think there's something off about this person.
Well, I just think that I don't know. They probably didn't handle everything. Well, I don't even want to say that. They're being discriminated against. That's what it is. That's it.
Plain and simple. And the other thing that cracked me up is, okay, if you're doing all these home remodels, why are you buying a Black & Decker drill? Like, why wouldn't you get a good unit if you're doing all this stuff?
Trying to do it on the cheap, man.
My goodness.
Are you saying Black & Decker has inferior products, Neil?
To some of the other, to like a Makita or a Milwaukee. Yeah. I'm not saying they're not good products. I'm just saying they're not the right tool for some jobs.
This has turned into Construction Corner with Neil.
That's it. Freaking get after it.
New segment.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
The construction desk.
Don't know about copper fittings? Let me show you some pipe. So there's our long Yelp, but I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, that's a long one to get through.
Yeah,
especially since there had to be others. Was that like the first one you stumbled across, or
no? There were some other funny ones, but at the same time,
a lot of times the best ones are when they tell a whole story.
Yeah, and it just let me start the whole thing with I'm going to start with something that happened last week. I bought this thing a month ago.
Let's start with today.
And then this happened 2 weeks ago when I was in the. And then the
timeline's very confusing.
Didn't know what he was doing, got stuck, backup never came. I like backup, it wasn't even like they needed it.
We need backup on aisle 16, plumbing.
So just having a little fun. I won't make them all that long, but that one I thought was kind of fun.
No, that was pretty good. Thank you. It's time to look at some movies for April.
Oh shit, what the fuck is this?
Neil.
Oh. I just got kicked in the ding ding.
It's like, are you on that game show?
I gotta say.
He didn't make it.
Wave up, over.
Exactly. It doesn't even get to the words.
Yeah.
It's just the musical intro.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. You're not going to believe this, Neil.
Or you just start doing it yourself. You smack her hand
No, let me
away,
do it, let me do it.
and you're just going off.
I bet I can time it.
Yeah.
For the guitar solo, I'm going to shoot it everywhere. You're not going to believe this, but this is another lean month, April.
Oh, man. That's weird because you think it'd start ramping up for the summer blockbusters.
I think in May it might start ramping up. We'll see. I mean, there's some, but it's just not. It's not a deep list.
Not a deep dive.
For those who aren't familiar with our show, Neil makes me do 8 movies, so it's his fault. So let's get the big dog out of the way early.
Who let the dog out?
You have not seen Infinity War?
I have not.
Why?
Because I'm not a big fan of sad superhero movies. Like, that's not why I want to see comic book movies. I want to see, like, bam, splat. You know, a little bit like, oh, darn, look at that cool car. Oh, is he going to make it? Of course he's going to make it. He's a superhero.
But most superhero movies these days are dark.
But like, I like dark like Batman, where everything is dark, but still at the end, Batman saves the day. I don't want to see Batman die.
Gotcha.
No one wants to see that. I didn't like the what was it, I don't know if it was the one before, but Batman v Superman, or whichever one Superman was supposed to die.
Superman died.
Yeah, it's like, what? I don't need that shit in my life.
But did he, though?
What are you doing?
Because then at the end, like the fucking dirt on the coffin hovers, and you're like, oh, yeah,
well,
nobody
right,
ever dies.
and then with Justice League came out, obviously answered that question.
Right. Well, and that's the funny thing about this series of Marvel movies anyway, is certain events happen, and then other characters are like releasing movies past this. You're like, okay, well, so we know something's going to work out.
Yeah, right.
And you have not seen Captain Marvel yet, right?
No, not yet. I will see Captain Marvel.
I think you should see that one. Avengers Endgame.
Yep.
Now, you won't see this because you have not seen Infinity War. Is that correct?
No, I will see it because I know what happens in Infinity Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll see this.
You know, it's just singular. It's just Infinity War.
I'd like Infinity Wars. What? How can it be singular? It's infinity. It's forever.
Because it's not about, that's not a time frame. It's about those fucking stones, man.
I know.
It's all about the stones.
Into it.
I didn't know either until I went and saw the movie. Anyway, this is directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. Ayo!
Oh.
They did Infinity War also.
Infinity Wars.
War. Singular. Just one war.
What is it good for? Absolutely
nothing. This stars, I'm not going to list them all. This is so many people. I mean,
yeah.
I think we know who's in this.
Yeah.
It's basically
Mark Ruffalo.
Everybody, and then now you've got Captain Marvel in the
right.
mix. Following the events of Avengers Infinity Wars, Let's hope that
should I say
coach, this? Is this a spoiler?
Oh no, it's fine. Let's hope that coach at say Girls Ruin Everything doesn't find out that Captain Marvel's going to be in.
Exactly. He's going to be so mad. How high were her shorts?
Damn it.
Well, so of course if you read the plot summary, you're going to know what happens in Infinity War.
I know what happens.
So if anybody else has not seen Infinity War, sorry, because I'm going to tell you. Following the events of Avengers Infinity War, half of all life in the universe has been killed in an event dubbed the Decimation. With the surviving universe in shambles, the remaining Avengers and their allies must reassemble to repair the damage caused by Thanos and restore harmony to the universe.
Harmony.
Ebony
and ivory.
No, it's not the same. Oh, I guess, yeah. I can see where you're going there.
Yeah.
I used to not really get excited about these movies, but seeing the trailer for this one and having seen Infinity Wars, I'm actually excited to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it too because I get to see the fun part.
Yeah, the redemption.
Yeah,
you didn't want to see the downer.
Right. No,
Did you have trouble with Empire Strikes Back? Because that ends on a down note.
It does, but no, it's not. I mean, it ends on a down note, but it's not as, I don't know. I didn't have a problem with that. This is half
You're also very young.
Half of civilization has been wiped out and a whole bunch of Avengers.
Right.
What fun is that?
Right.
I mean,
Han was frozen. He wasn't dead.
Yeah. And that was kind of cool.
Yeah. All right. So you're in.
I'm in.
On Endgame.
Cool. Big time. I'm bigly. I'm in.
But are you going to see it in the theater?
Probably.
Will you see it at the ranch?
I don't know. I'd like to
see it at the ranch, man. Take advantage of that thing. God
damn,
you don't have kids.
Ranch Vantage.
You don't have kids. You got no obligations to keep you from seeing that fucking thing in the theater.
Well, the only problem is if they show it on a weeknight. That's the tough thing, because then I don't get home till God knows when. I have to be up, 5 hours later.
And then your cranky pants in the morning.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's
wants
not-
to deal with cranky Neil.
Nobody wants to deal with cranky pants. Cranky pants, a triangle. There comes that guy again.
Okay, here we go from there. Ready?
CPC.
Under the Silver Lake.
Oh, yes. I've heard about this.
Have you?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, I bet you haven't. This is directed by David Robert Mitchell.
Oh.
Pick a name, would you?
David Robert Mitchell, totally. David Robert Mitchell, Steve John.
Michael, Stephen, Andrew.
Yeah.
Curtis. Okay. Stars Andrew Garfield.
Oh, Simon's younger brother.
Riley Keough, I think is how you say that name. And Topher Grace.
I don't know why I said Simon's younger brother.
I don't either. I just
was
rolled with
thinking
it.
Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know how I got Garfield from that.
I was sitting there thinking, is this some sort of Garfield cat reference I'm missing?
Right. Not to be confused with Gopher Trace.
Gopher Trace, right.
Right.
Topher, which is the reason that you call me Thew.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is Christopher.
That's right.
When his beautiful, mysterious neighbor disappears without a
When the sky
trace.
hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
What's that?
That's Amore. I don't know if you did that on purpose or not, but that was awesome.
When his beautiful, mysterious, I'll
Yeah.
go quickly, neighbor disappears without a trace, Sam tries to find the parties responsible, unraveling a string of strange crimes, unsolved murders, and bizarre coincidences in his East Los Angeles neighborhood.
Oh.
So the trailer, this movie looks crazy pants. It looks pretty interesting. He's like following all these clues to find this gal that he, just met, and it takes him to all these random, spots. And there's like, oh, by the way, in the movie at one point they show, remember the security guy from the drone movie who got his ding ding cut off?
Yes.
He's in it.
Oh, nice.
But it looks like he's just on this wild fucking chase trying to find what happened
Almost
to
sounds
her.
Blind Date-ish. Was that with Bruce Willis? And
Blind Date was Bruce Willis.
didn't they have to go around and do crazy stuff because like something happened during the date and they stumbled upon a whole bunch of stuff?
It's been so long, but you're also making me think it's like Mystery Date. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Ethan Hawke, and it's like mistaken identity, him for his brother, and his brother's all mixed up in crazy shit, and he's trying to, anyway.
Yeah.
So will you see Under the Silver Lake?
Probably not.
I figured not.
No. Will you?
No. I mean,
Okay.
again, I have so many things on my list that for this to come on and me to get sucked into it would be about the only way it happens.
Right. Okay.
Here's one that will resonate with a number of our listeners.
All right.
Drunk Parents.
Drunk Parents. Yes.
Directed by Fred Wolf.
Oh.
Stars Alec Baldwin. I wrote down Alex.
Uh-oh. Alex Baldwin. Yes.
Alec Baldwin, Selma Hayek, Jim Gaffigan, Joe Manganiello,
Oh.
Ben Platt, Treat Williams, and Asif Manvi.
Oh, nice cast, if I do say so myself.
I think so.
I'm a Gaffigan fan.
Yeah, he is always pretty damn funny.
He's always-
After one too many drinks,
Oh,
two
shit.
parents come up with an elaborate plan to hide their ever-increasing financial difficulties from their daughter and judgmental social circle. So shit hits the fan financially as they send their daughter off to college, and they're trying to kind of keep it together, and they're house sitting for their neighbor in this nice neighborhood, and they end up deciding to like rent out his house to Jim Gaffigan, who's like a registered sexual offender.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
So that's Drunk Parents. I'm sure you're all over that one.
I think this is something I'd watch on Netflix
Yeah, I think
in the
that's
background while I'm painting the house.
just don't go to Home Depot.
Not going to that damn Home Depot.
It is the one you go to, though. You're
I
fucked.
know. I went there today.
Ugh, you should read that. You should bring that in and be like, "Is this going to happen
Is this-
to me?
Yeah.
Do
I
I
mean, I don't
need-"
buy Black & Decker, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, your last name sounds a little more Italian than Hispanic, so
True.
maybe you'll get away with it.
That's true.
From Drunk Parents to Family.
Okay.
This is directed by Laura Steinel. Stars Taylor
That's how
Schilling.
families start, because of drunk parents.
I think so. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Stars Taylor Schilling. Do you know who she is?
No.
She was the lead in Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yes.
Probably where most people would know her from. Bryn Vale, Brian, Tyree Henry, Matt Walsh, and Kate McKinnon. So an emotionally stunted aunt tries to bond with her 13-year-old niece who wants nothing more than to run away from home and become a juggalo.
For real? That is awesome. I like it.
So the girl's weird, and the aunt, who is Taylor Schilling, is like this crazy career-driven woman who's like has no emotional abilities whatsoever.
Okay.
And so they're trying to connect. I'm sure it's going to be very touching in the end.
Yes,
That seems like a funny
I
plot.
think this is one that I'd like to see, but I don't know if I actually will. Like like on Netflix.
That's the scale.
That's
it's
it.
like, yes, I'll see it. Probably never get around to it. Would like to see it, but doubt it. To no.
Yeah, and there's always the when I'm cooking.
Right in the background.
Yeah,
You got all those TVs all over your damn house.
like American Pickers.
Yeah, there you go. Next up is High Life, not to be confused with the Eric Stoltz film from like 20 years ago. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was
No,
Campbell Scott was in it and shit.
Oh,
Moira
boy.
Kelly. It's
Yeah.
very 90s.
no.
So this is directed by Claire Denis.
Oh,
Stars Robert Pattinson. So dreamy.
Team Edward.
Juliette Binoche, Andre Benjamin, Andre 3000, Mia Goth, Lars Eidinger, and Agata Buzek. A group of criminals are sent on an alternative energy finding mission in space.
Oh,
Science fiction, so it's the future, not
Oh,
the
geez.
past. That's good for you.
Yeah.
Monty, one of the criminals on board, previously had a daughter, Willow, against his will through artificial insemination,
Oh,
but comes to love her
But
as they
comes.
near the. You got to go quickly through that comes, but comes to love her as they near the end of their journey. This looks really fucking creepy. I guess Juliette Binoche is like a scientist who's on this ship doing like sexual experiments and shit on the people, on the criminals.
oh wow.
Yeah.
No, I won't be seeing this.
Okay. Moving right along.
How about you?
I don't know. I'm usually a sucker for science fiction, but again, the list
Yeah.
is long. I don't know
Right.
where this slots in, you know?
Yeah, it might not, come but come quick enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think his love for her is going to come before I come. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, what? Next up, Little Woods.
Speaking of,
That's the Little Woods down there.
Little Woods. How's Little Woods?
Nia,
Tiger.
directed by Nia DaCosta. Stars Tessa Thompson, big fan, Lily James, Luke Kirby, James Badge Dale, and Lance Reddick. In North Dakota, two estranged sisters are driven to extremes when their mother dies, leaving them with 1 week to pay back her mortgage. They're like stealing oxy and shit.
Oh,
It looks real gritty.
yeah. Usually, when there's a death, you have a little bit more time than that. even if the home is like going through foreclosure, there's usually a little bit of a grace period there. You have to obviously come up with a death certificate, but
Maybe their timeline is similar to the Home Depot review. It's real.
it's all over the place. Yeah, this happened. Let me tell you something. I'm going to start with today. 3 months ago,
My mom.
I bought a drill. Yeah. So I already don't like it because they're lying. They're lying. Yeah.
This is not
based
feasible.
in reality, and I'm just
Yeah.
not a fan of movies that are not based in reality.
Right. Highly implausible.
Yeah.
But go see
1
Endgame.
week. Come on.
Go see Endgame though.
What is this? Yeah.
Highly plausible.
Yeah.
Two more. The Public. This is directed by Emilio Estevez.
Is this about a library?
Yes.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Why?
Nice.
Because you've heard of this.
No.
How did you guess that it's about a library then?
I just as soon as you said the public, the thing that came in my head was the public library.
Public library. Yeah. Well, there you go. Stars Alex Baldwin,
Alex, good.
Emilio Estevez
Mm-hmm.
put himself in there. Gina Malone, Taylor Schilling again.
Oh, freaking shillings all
So
over the
Schilling
place.
and Baldwin in 2 movies. This
Everybody
month.
gets a shilling. Maybe they shot it at the same time.
They might have.
Two separate directors, same set,
Simultaneous.
having them to do. Yeah, no. You got to
so
say this
confusing.
now. Yeah,
Wait, which movie am I in now? Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I got
don't
it. Just
don't
read
worry,
the goddamn
Alex.
line.
Just keep going.
So Taylor Schilling, Christian Slater,
Oh,
Gabrielle Union. Like what fucking decade was this movie?
getting the '80s back to the late '80s back,
or more like 90s, really. Jacob Vargas, Michael K. Williams, and Jeffrey Wright. It's got a huge cast.
yeah,
After learning, this is a long plot. Ready?
yes.
After learning that emergency shelters are at full capacity when a brutal Midwestern cold front makes its way to Cincinnati, Ohio, a large group of homeless library patrons refuse to leave the downtown public library at closing time.
Closing
I
time.
knew it was coming. What begins as a nonviolent Occupy sit-in and ragtag act of civil disobedience quickly escalates into a standoff with local riot police led by a no-nonsense crisis negotiator, Alex, and a savvy district attorney, Christian, with lofty political ambitions, all as 2 librarians are caught up in the middle of it.
So this is like the 2019 version of the Breakfast Club,
But not really.
but not at all.
They are in a library,
they're
and
in a
Emilio
library.
Estevez is in it.
That's right.
Cameo by Molly Ringwald.
That would be hilarious. She's a random librarian. Hey,
What's up?
you
Just
doing?
passing scene,
yeah,
like
hey,
Stan Lee cameo.
there you go. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks really interesting. I don't know. You guys see this?
I won't be seeing it. No, it sounds like they're just filling time. It doesn't sound like an interesting, like nothing. I don't know, like movies. Come up with something good.
It's a
So it's cold and homeless are gonna die. Yeah, it sucks, man.
You just hate the homeless. That's
Read a
what it is.
book. I wouldn't say hate.
You don't
Hate's
like
such
the
a strong word.
Yeah, well.
Why don't they just get jobs, man?
Yeah,
What's going on?
just for fun, he
Just
said.
go get
a job.
Get a job and find an apartment.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
No.
You just have to apply yourself.
You just have, you have to want to do it.
I'm sure
these
you have
people
no
just want
other
everything
obstacles.
for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You're just lazy.
That's it. Just
You're
lazy.
you don't want to work. That's what it is.
Build a wall.
God, I hope people know we're kidding. I'm going to let you pick on this last one.
Okay.
Shazam
Yes.
or Pet Cemetery?
Both.
You want both?
Yeah.
Now we're doing 9. I
Okay.
should have asked you this way earlier.
Yes, because Shazam I'll probably see.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's do Shazam first then. Directed by David F. Sandberg.
F stands for
Fucking?
David fucking.
I don't know.
That's great.
I got nervous there.
I don't know what it's.
Zachary Levy, maybe? I don't think it's Levi. Mark Strong, Asher Angel, Jack Dylan Grazier, and Jamon Hunsu. I think is how you say it. I always mess up his name. Sorry. After Steppenwolf's invasion, Billy Batson, a troubled 14-year-old orphan living in Philadelphia, is set up to move into a new foster home, his 7th with the Vasquez family and their other 5 foster kids.
Oh boy.
One day, Billy gets on a subway car and finds himself transported to a different realm where an ancient wizard gives him the power to transform into a godlike adult superhero by uttering the word Shazam. Again, very plausible.
Yeah. See this? I mean, 1 week
Now you got
to
me.
get. Yeah. It's not that.
All this lines up. It all checks out.
Yeah.
On a subway car, end up in a different realm with an ancient wizard,
Yeah.
of course.
I mean, sometimes you end up at Home Depot.
Billy and his new foster brother, Freddie Freeman, nice name, must discover Billy's new powers and how to use them to prevent the villain, Dr. Thaddeus Savannah, who has powers of his own, from committing nefarious acts. You're going to see this.
Yep. I was
It looks
watching.
really goofy and
totally
almost like a superhero version of the movie Big.
Yeah, superhero kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So
like
you're
this. Yeah, it's that one where I don't know if you saw any of the trailers, but there's one where he catches a bus and he's talking to his little friend and he's like, "Did you see that?" And the kid's like, "Yeah, you electrocuted the bus and almost killed everybody." He's like, "Yeah, but I caught it." And it's just it's stupid humor like that.
Right.
So yeah,
I would have included this from the jump, but I know that sometimes with the superhero films, it's hit and miss with you.
It is. You never know with me. I am an enigma.
Well, and this is DC, not Marvel, so
I'm a DC fan.
Okay.
I like DC more than Marvel. Usually.
Oh shit! You didn't just say that.
Batman. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry,
I didn't say the
Annalise.
people who work on it. Come on, man.
Just the stories, man.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel makes better movies, obviously.
Well, they seem to make more money. If that's an indicator.
Certainly, yeah. If popularity and money making is any indication of the success of a movie, I guess they
Well,
make better
successful. Yes, you said better.
Oh, well,
Which
I do
would
think they're
which
better
would say
too.
quality.
Like as more enjoyable, easier to watch.
I would agree with that for the most part because I like the Batman movies, but like the Superman shit, I wasn't digging.
Yeah, and like all the little spin-offs that they're doing. I mean, I've enjoyed them because I like DC, but what was it, the one with the Joker and whatever.
Oh, the
What-
Suicide
what's it-
Squad
yeah,
one?
which I enjoyed, but I keep thinking like if the people who made Marvel made that movie, it would have been a lot better.
Hmm.
Although we'll see
Okay.
what happens now that what's his bucket's going to be the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Reese Witherspoon,
Phoenix.
whatever his name is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Phoenix River.
Phoenix River. Fine, I'll give you Pet Cemetery as a bonus.
So this is a remake, a rehash, a redo?
Correct. It's a
part
remake.
2, or not a part 2?
It's not a part 2. It's a remake.
All right.
Directed by Kevin Kolsch and Dennis Widmeyer. Stars Jason Clarke, Amy Seimetz, and John Lithgow.
Oh,
Big fan of the Lithgow.
yeah.
Dr. Lewis Creed and his wife Rachel relocate from Boston to rural Maine with their 2 young children. The couple soon discover a mysterious burial ground hidden deep in the woods near their new home. When tragedy strikes, Lewis turns to his neighbor, Judd Crandall, setting off a perilous chain reaction that unleashes an unspeakable evil with horrific consequences.
I'm not going to see it, but I do.
Did you see the first one?
No.
Did you read the book?
No.
Okay. I haven't done. I didn't either.
What am I?
Well, Lady Friend.
My goddamn machine here?
Lady Friend saw the first one, and to this day, that movie bugs her because there's a scene in it. I think I have this right, where somebody has their feet over the bed or something like that, or they're standing next to the bed. I think it's their feet are over the bed, and somebody underneath the bed cuts their fucking Achilles tendon.
Oh, so they're sitting on the bed and
somebody's under the bed just goes.
Oh,
yeah. So she's for a long time.
She wouldn't let her feet
Friend,
dangle.
when she was a kid, she would run into her bed and jump.
Yeah, makes sense.
Do not get my Achilles.
No.
We were made for each other because I do live in fear of busting my Achilles. You know that.
Yeah, which I think is interesting.
So you're gonna see it or no?
No.
Okay. Why'd I even read it, man? Why'd you make me read it?
Because I thought maybe somebody cool would be in it. I thought maybe
Jason
it'd be
Clarke's
like
all right.
Ice Cube and,
like John Lithgow.
Cuba Gooding Jr. and.
You're just gonna roll Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood, Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, maybe.
Pet Cemetery in the Hood. So, do you have a bucket list, Neil?
No.
No, okay.
No, I don't.
Will Smith does, by the way. I saw his bucket list show.
Doesn't he have a YouTube channel where it's about fulfilling things on the bucket list?
I can't remember if it's the YouTube. Yeah, I think it is a YouTube channel because that must have been where I saw the clip. I watched the one where he goes and does stand-up comedy with Dave Chappelle.
Oh, okay. I know he did one where he jumped out of a plane or something.
He jumped out of he did a bungee jump from a helicopter above the Grand Canyon.
Oh, that must be insane.
So he's doing all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having that conversation with my boss a while back because back in the day, she used to pack chutes and do skydiving.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I think I would skydive before I bungee jumped. Like there's something about just having it be almost, it doesn't look real. It's just, it's so huge fucking space. So who cares versus being like on the edge of something.
Yeah.
Like being on the edge of something makes me more nervous than just
also like there's something about the bungee that's weird. Like you're waiting for that point
where you get yanked back
to get yanked back. Whereas the parachute, you're just going to fall until you pull the cord.
Oh yeah. Right.
And if it doesn't work, then you're like, I'm going to die. But with the bungee cord, you just be going and going and going. You're like, anytime you going to snap now? You going to snap now?
Yeah. Right.
Oh
waiting.
Shit. They didn't tie it off.
So if the chute doesn't open and you're going to die, which part of your body do you want to land on? You go back?
Both chutes have to not open.
Right. You have a reserve.
So let's say it all fails.
Mm-hmm.
I think you
want to land on your stomach. You want to land on your back. Shoulder?
Yeah.
You like how I say it? Like that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think
you're gonna be dead, dude.
Yeah. Although who knows? I would imagine you may just start freaking out and you just go into a tumble.
You probably black out.
Probably.
You probably fucking pass out.
I would imagine it's one of those that your mind kind of goes, no, I'm going to save you from this. You're good.
Yeah.
Good
You're
night.
Scrambled. Yeah. Maybe. I think, yeah. Like, I think you'd want to see it coming, but I think you'd also just maybe want to be on your back and just let it just all.
Yeah.
Definitely not your head.
Although maybe just.
Because there's no coming back from that.
No. Because people have had failed shoots and walked away from them. Not even survived, but actually walked away.
It's true.
Could you imagine bouncing off the earth after falling? I mean, what is terminal velocity? What's the speed?
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
You just bounce off the freaking ground and you're like, whoa.
I tried to do it like a cat. I land on my feet.
Get up like Keanu Reeves and what was that? Bill and Ted's. And whoa.
Yeah. I think I would do the thing like, you see people like almost superhero type thing where you like one knee's down, one leg's up, and your fist is in the ground.
Punch the ground. Yeah. There you go. That's what I'd go. I'm gonna die. Oh, this is how I'm gonna land.
Hold on, I got time to think about it.
Superhero pose.
Only got about 10 more seconds.
What would be great is if it works. You were like, what just happened?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're the dopest motherfucker ever.
Yeah. Then then you're a dumbass. You're like, I gotta try that again. I don't even need to shoot.
Good guys. You're just taking it off. Yeah. Like no, you gotta have the shoot on or else we're gonna get sued. Like, no, it's cool.
No, I'm good. Did you just see what I did? You're all dusty. You're like, did you see what I just did?
Unhook from a guy in a tandem. Bye!
See you, buddy.
Oh, man. What about a sexual bucket list? Neil, you got one of those?
No. No, do you?
No, but...
like conquest type things? Like, I want to have a threesome. I want to get jacked off while I sing karaoke.
Those could all be things.
Peas in my butt.
It's more, I think, about in general, but also like in a couple, more of a couple situation.
Okay.
So this article I found, it said it might sound morbid, but many people have lists of sexy things they'd like to do before they die. That's not morbid at all.
No.
Get after it.
Yeah.
According to a new survey, anal sex, sex in unusual places, and one-night stands are all pretty popular. A survey of 2,000 sexually active American adults by lube brand Pure.
Nice.
P-J-U-R. Pure.
Pure.
Found that 64% of people have a sexual bucket list made up of all the things they'd like to try before they die. The acts on these lists differ between genders, but they generally consist of spicing up sex with a change in location, toys, or role play. Sex in a car was on 30% of people's lists. Sex in a body of water was 27%. Anal sex was on 21%. And using a sex toy came up for 25% of those surveyed. Now, does that include the bots, the toys? They fall into the bots? The bots fall into the toys?
No, I don't think so.
Because that shit's
because I think that would be like more surrogate or something like that. I think that's more like I want to have sex with a machine versus
I see what you're saying.
Masturbating with a machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Makes total sense.
A little more intimate. You know, want to be able to look the machine in the eyeballs, those dead cold eyes.
Let's do this survey again in 5 years.
Necrophilia on the list?
No. I don't know if anybody wants to admit to that, maybe. So for the women, here are the things on the list. Using a sex toy.
Great. They're ruining this too.
Yeah. Probably wearing high shorts again. Using a sex toy, sex in the water, car sex, role play, being tied up or tying someone up, using blindfolds, using handcuffs, using flavored lube, hashtag pure.
Hashtag relationship goals.
Phone sex, and a sexy photo shoot. That's their list.
I don't understand why they're not doing it. There's nothing on that list that seems like I can understand maybe the body of water if maybe you don't have a pool or access to somewhere private.
The body of water should be a pretty easy one. And the car?
Yeah, but that
just go ahead and do it.
The toy wasn't the one about using a
using a sex toy.
Yeah, so a toy. That doesn't seem a car. Who are these people? Well, maybe I wonder if these are people maybe that have a hard time finding someone to have sex with. Maybe that's not somebody in a relationship.
Well, it could be that, or it just could be that they're.
But then you'd think the toy would be like, I'm using a toy all the time.
Well, it could be that, or it could be that they're just too concerned to bring it up to their partner. Maybe
that would suck. The worst
like
thing the partner says is, I'm not into that.
I don't know. I want to handcuff you, I guess.
Yeah.
Face down? Why? Why am I face down?
Oh, here comes the toy. I'm doing. We're gonna waterboard now. That's what I meant by body. Yeah. No, I don't know. Like that. Those seem very doable and not. But like you said, you could be in a relationship with somebody maybe who's not open at all to anything ever.
Right. It's true.
Yeah.
There was a story that this guy, a buddy of mine, told about. He used to work, and I can't remember where he worked, but it was somewhere over in Ireland. And there were a lot of kind of rough dudes that he worked with. And one day this guy opened up to him and told the story about how he was in London. And he was out getting drunk, and he met some gal in a bar, and they kind of hit it off. And she's like, hey, I want to come back to my place. He went back to her place. She ended up wanting to like get a little freaky. Not freaky, but, wanted to get some handcuffs involved. And so she handcuffed him face down on the bed. And he goes, and the next thing I know, a guy dressed as Batman came out and fucked me in the ass.
Oh my God.
Surprise!
Wow. So was he into it?
I think he was quite upset that it happened.
I would think. Yeah. A guy dressed as Batman.
I'm not trying to laugh at a man being sexually assaulted, but the story just takes a turn that you weren't expecting.
No.
Anyway.
That's too funny. I mean, too funny that he was dressed as, but not that he got assaulted.
Yes. Man, how do you get him out of there after that? You know what I mean? Like, once you've done that to the person you took home, how are you like, okay, now leave? Like, the guy's going to be fucking pissed.
That's true.
Oh, well. They didn't think that far ahead. Now, on men's bucket lists, just anal. That's it. That's the only thing
I was going to say, guys are so stupid. Guys are so stupid.
No. It's a lot of the similar things. Car sex, sex and water. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
No.
You could do it right now.
Probably.
You could park your car in the garage and go have sex in the car. That's fine.
Yeah.
It counts.
Yeah.
And you can have sex in your bathtub. Boom.
If-
2 off the
right.
list.
You put the bathtub in the car.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Now we're
Go to
talking.
Home Depot, pick up a bathtub.
Rent one of those limos. It's got a hot tub in the back.
There you're set.
2 birds, 1 stone. Right
That's
there.
it.
Anal sex is on the list. One night stand, using a sex toy, threesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys are idiots.
Phone sex. Never was a big phone sex person.
Phone sex with like somebody they know. I'm asking you, but you don't know what they're thinking.
I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it being like if Annalise and I were apart for a period of time and I was like, hey.
No.
Let's have some fun.
Teledildonics, bro.
There you go.
You don't need phone sex. You need teledildonics.
Yeah. But as far as like calling somebody I don't know for phones, like that doesn't sound fun to me at all.
No. I don't know. The whole thing is kind of wonky. Using food.
Okay.
So like 9.5 weeks shit.
I guess, yeah.
Making a sex tape.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
And role play.
Well, yeah, a lot of these things.
A lot of crossover.
Yeah.
I mean, like 6 or 7 of those items are on both lists. So
I don't get
think we
guys'
can make this work.
fascination with anal. Now, if your partner if she's into it and you're like, okay, cool. Or if you're into it, like receiving, and then you're like, well, I think you might like this because it actually feels good to me. You want to check it out. But just for the sake of putting it in somebody's butt, just to say you put it in someone's butt, doesn't make sense to me. There's another perfectly good hole right there. What are you doing, man?
there's another perfectly good hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's got their...
That's like you want 4 ounces of milk and you've got a gallon jug and then you've got a quart of milk and you're like, I want to take 2 ounces from each. What? That's fucking milk, man.
Great
Relax.
analogy.
You like that?
I think that's a great way to explain to somebody
Yeah.
how anal sex works. Why are you taking 2 ounces from both?
Oh, just use the
my
gallon
God.
jug, man. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not sure why the vagina is the gallon jug. I don't know.
That is a term I've never heard used for
No.
vagina.
No.
It's going to be used now
Yeah.
on this show.
I'm telling you. I don't know if that's offensive or not, but it's funny as shit.
Okay.
That'll be so if you and your lady friend next time you get some kinky anal play going, you can just say like, hey, put it in my milk quart.
Oh God, you want it in the quart or the gallon? I'm just gonna go gallon.
Oh God.
Oh man, that is all we have this week. I think it's a good place to stop. I do want to say thank you very, very much for listening to our show. You can find us at reasonsareseveral.com. I recently spent a little time making some more headliner clips, so I've been trying to put those out on Twitter and
Cool.
Instagram as well. Just little snippets of our show so you can get a taste of it. Of course, if you're listening to the show, you've already heard us.
What was that other app that you could do that with? I think they're gone now.
Clamor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used Clamor a lot back in the day.
Yeah, they're gone, right?
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
They've been gone for a while.
Yeah, they're gone.
They couldn't make they didn't have a good business model to make money out of it.
And so what's the difference with this thing you do?
Headliner allows you to upgrade to some pro options
Upgrade?
that give you upgrade
Upgrade
to
been
some pro
killing it.
options that give you more capabilities and stuff. But for now, anyway, they're offering this service for free, and it's great because you can do Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It allows you to kind of tailor your image and your length based on that. You can even do full episodes. You can do captions and shit. I mean,
cool.
It's got a lot of stuff to do. For all I do is I drop an image in there and like between about a 30 to 50 second clip, and then just share it out on Twitter and Instagram.
Cool.
So
That's kinda
go
neat.
check them out.
What's it called again?
Headliner.
Headliner. All right. Thank you.
Also, go check out Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks, Neil's other podcast, which just celebrated 5 years of podcasting. Congratulations.
So together we're 10.
That's right, we are. You can also check out your vlog, Halos and Heathens, on YouTube. Tweet at us at ReasonsAre, at AngelsFreak7. You can email us at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com. We'll be back next week. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.